And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Fewer options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
You have two players injured, one of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now, New York starting 5. Anunoby plays the 4, and Cat is the center. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Shamet in at the 3. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Here's Champagnie. Outside for Wembanyama. Pulls it. And he buries his first look.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Bridges with it. He's picked up by Vassell. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
New York shooting their first free throw of the game here. That's good from Bridges. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. And he actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Shams, thanks for the update.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Well, right away, coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 5. Doubled by Castle. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. He's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Castle. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Towns for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Castle right side. Vassell finds Castle. Back to Vassell. Let's go with a 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Great setup for Vassell, who does not waste the chances to get off a quick shot.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson from the arc. Anunoby, it's good on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession, and the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Wembanyama, the pass to Champagnie from outside the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Hart. Fires for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Alvarado's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks trail by 4. Alvarado outside. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Kicks it out to Anunoby. And Hart throws it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Knicks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Here's Anunoby, and he dunks it down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Here's Harper. He's covered by Hart. Knocks down the long J. Castle's got 5.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Pass to Anunoby. Now Brunson. Here's Hart. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Champagnie. Pass to Wembanyama. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's Hart, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Anunoby. And he throws it down with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Yep, count it. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Steps back. Here's Brunson. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Spurs lead by 5. Here's Harper. He has 7. Pass to Champagnie. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Miles McBride is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center position, filling out the middle. Here's Towns. Back to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Hart against Wembanyama. Hart can't hit. Spurs lead by 5. Here's Harper. He has 7. Castle outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Hart. It's rebounded by McBride.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you, B.A.
Physical. Allie, thanks very much for the report. A line change here for San Antonio. Brunson is checked in for New York. San Antonio leading by 8. Barnes. Pass to Cornette. It's Barnes on the wing. Three-pointer, Fox. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And some changes here for New York. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Alvarado. Here's Fox. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, and for Towns. Great awareness at the offensive end.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. It's a three-point game. And here's Harris outside. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And far shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
That's some lightning speed right there as Fox earns himself a trip to the line.
Shamet, he's checked in for McBride. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Here's Towns. Back to Anunoby. Rebound by San Antonio.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Harris. It's good from about 19 feet. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Shamet. Pounded by Harris. Towns is screen on Harris. New York, no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Fox finds Johnson. Harris on the wing. Kicks it out to Barnes. Connects from downtown. Barnes has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Drummond's checked in for New York. There's a minute 40 left in the second quarter. Brunson passes to Drummond. Drummond the screen on Barnes. Here's Shamet. Will it go? And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Brunson against Fox. 1:11 left in the first half. Harris's shot is good.
The mid-range doesn't intimidate Harris at all. He's very confident in his jump shot.
Here's Bridges. Driving inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. The steal. Fast break. Here comes New York. And Anunoby gets it to go. Anunoby's got 8 points.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
San Antonio leading by 8. 34 seconds left in the half. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Pushing the pace, Bridges stays ahead of the fast break.
San Antonio's gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Back to Barnes. Pass to Fox. And here's Harris outside, and the three-pointer goes. Harris has got 10 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Brunson. Oh, the agility of Brunson getting to the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back with you shortly.
The shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
We've got Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Johnson. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Cornette in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 10.
Some competitive fire from Bridges. Great answer to the 3 at the other end.
Back to Harris. The 3-ball. Three-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Oh, wasted no time on that one. He has 7.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Harris. Fox outside. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. New York working the ball around now. Floats one. Brunson! So confident at the rim.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A big group substitute.
Wembanyama proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Brunson surveys. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Shoots it from the corner. It's rebounded by New York. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Outside Brunson. Down low. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Wembanyama, screen on Brunson. To the paint. Vassell outside. Pass to Harper. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Harper's got 10.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Towns. Count won it, and the foul. It's on Devin Vassell.
And yeah, this is what you'd like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like, and just playing with reckless abandon.
Here's Wembanyama. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. He's got 15.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
Back to Bridges. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
San Antonio leading. Pass to Harper. Back to Vassell. Here's Champagnie. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Guys, back to you.
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
New York making a switch here. Drummond's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Anunoby. McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. Clock at 6. Hart from long range drills it from deep. Hart's got 5.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Castle finds Wembanyama. Castle against Clarkson. And Castle with the basket on the assist from Wembanyama. Castle's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
To the middle. Castle against Clarkson. Back to Alvarado. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Castle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Yep, that one goes. He's got 5. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. Spurs out in front, leading by 5. And time to step away quick. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Jose Alvarado is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Clarkson in at the small forward position.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Castle misses. Knicks trail by 5. Here's McBride. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Castle on the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. McBride on the wing. And again, New York with the triple. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Group substitution here for San Antonio. Cornett's checked in for Wembanyama. Harris comes in for Castle. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Champagnie, looking to win the run. The basket's good, off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for McBride. Goes up off the inbound. Brunson with the bucket.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Pass to Harris. There's the triple. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Hart passes to Alvarado. Now Towns from behind the arc. Rebounded by Champagnie. Here's Harris. Fox outside. Pass to Champagnie. San Antonio moving the ball around. Harris' shot is good.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Outside Hart. Back to Alvarado. Outside Brunson. Great answer from Brunson.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Harris from deep. The free ball is down.
And Harris does not back down on these important possessions. He loves coming through for his guys.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. New York also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Hart. Shamet comes in for Clarkson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Alvarado. Towns owning it inside.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Fox up top. Brunson defending. Wembanyama. And he nails it.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And here's Brunson. From 12 feet out, Wembanyama rips down the board. Now Harris. Now Johnson. Let's loose for 3. The 3 is in.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shots. Just keep letting it rain.
Now Wembanyama. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
When Wemby is feeling himself, he is as deadly as any player on the planet.
Brunson against Fox. Outside Anunoby. Cash from downtown.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Fournette at the post. Towns on him. Book it! It goes!
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
Fox against Brunson. Jacks up a three. Wembanyama rips down the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Spurs.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tobias Harris.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really. Just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Oh, the shot is off. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Bridges puts up the tray. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Johnson outside. Here's Harris. Shoots it up. Ooh, rising fire. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Tobias Harris.